Brr, 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 brr. Let's
Yeah.
go.
What up, y'all? Sorry, man. All these crazy technical difficulties. I don't know what's up with Twitter these days, but every time we start our spaces, it just does not want to, like, it just won't go live. I'm in there, it says live. It's like showing like it's live. I go back out, it says live, but it won't let me do anything. So you guys don't see it, nothing happens. I got to keep deleting shit. Not sure what's up with Elon on that deal, but that's okay. We made it. We here. It's GACC Space this Monday night. Man, what a weekend. What a day. Things are crazy out here. It's snowing where I'm at. It's just life right now, man. Hey, I'm all right with it. We're good. We're happy. Things are great in the Grandpa Ape Country Club. What's good with you, dude? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. It was a good weekend. It's been a great Monday. And did you see that fire ass set that Open MC just completed with that flip brim pizza? Let's go, bro.
Bro, I don't have a pizza and I'm down for that. Like, that was a smashing pickup right there. Like, literally one of the coolest things I've seen picked up on the greens in the Luau. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, really. I mean, it's a flip brim with a members only jacket and a pizza, dude. Like, really?
It's got an earring. Yeah, that's from what I read, he said he went piece by piece to complete that. So he must have got the M1 and the M2 first, and then he went and got the OG. So congratulations, Open MC, you a ninja.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm quite jelly. I'm quite jelly about that. I do need a pizza. I've been staring at a couple of them. I just haven't brought myself to get one yet. I like kind of like picking up those opportunity GACs and the ones that help me DCA a little bit. That's what I look forward to. I try to get that going all day. But for now, we're here. We're live, and it's Monday. So shout out everybody who came into the place today. We already got us a pretty good amount of people in here, and it's a great news day for us. We've had a lot going on, and we're just pumped. I mean, you can't be more excited than we are right now. I promise you that. One of the things, if you guys might have been paying attention to what was going on the greens today, we did get tokenized by the BAP project today. So the Bulls and Apes project did add us to their, well, I guess you would consider it like it's basically G-pop for them, if you will. And so basically what happens is they allow you to get a token that you can get their NFTs with. It basically creates engagement much like our GP does for us. And it allows them to be able to get people that, from other communities to go and experience what they've got going on over there. And in the meantime, they can use every grandpa ape you have to collect this METH token. So kind of a neat deal. If you kind of take a look at it, it's pretty neat to see that. Obviously, we are happy to be represented by any other project out there. It doesn't matter who they are. We're just happy to be in the space and be happy to, at least be considered for these kind of things. So, if you kind of look at what it is, it's basically smart starting tomorrow evening, probably Eastern Standard Time, and I would think so. More probably the end of day tomorrow. GAC holders will be able to log into their site and harvest METH daily. And basically, what METH is an ERC token basically made on by the BAP project, tied to their contract, if you will. And its primary purpose is really used to evolve their NFTs into other kinds, and it will be used by them to purchase their NFTs, their future releases, or whatever it might be over there. So, it basically gets our name out there for us, allows us to be represented by other communities, and allows us to kind of get our eyes out to different people. So shout out to the Bulls and Apes project. We were going to have them on today, but it was too short notice for them and they could not make it. However, they said they would show up on Friday and they would be able to kind of discuss what was going on with it. But for now, I do have a little bit of a synopsis to it, a little bit of a Clifford's notations. You guys ever do Cliff Notes when you were in school? Anybody in here? Hearts of the chat,
Oh
if you did
yeah.
Cliff Notes. That's how I got all my reports done. Hell, if I would have had Chat GPT, I would have just been using that, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from what cartoon was showing us, that thing's insane, bro. That
Bro, we were
thing's
we were writing essays in here just for the hell of it. It was pretty cool. So pretty neat to see. However, I did complete a lot of my assignments with Cliff Notes because man, it's some of those books they were just hard to read. You know, what I mean, it's just tough. So the Cliff Notes on this deal is basically you'll be able to go in every day and be able to harvest meth, much like we do our dailies. It's basically the same thing. And and at first, your NFTs will generate one METH a day, but if you harvest every day for 3 weeks, this goes up to three a day. If you miss a day, you restart, just like what we got going on. Obviously, you have to go for 3 weeks straight in order to get an increase. And then whenever you're ready to move that METH into your wallet, you can claim all. You be charged some gas, and then you can get that METH to you. Right now, it's trading at 0.07, and that's basically per each METH that's there. The liquidity is very small in it though, so you won't be able to. You probably couldn't withdraw anything more than like 1,000 or 1,200. Just do your own research on it. I kind of grew my entire life in crypto, starting with, I don't want to call them, layered coins or shit coins, as some people would call them. But when you're in that game, you understand liquidity pretty quickly. You understand what liquidity pools, and you understand how much liquidity is in there. And I know when I was getting into a bunch of those back then, they had liquidity pools of 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, which meant if you did have a ton of coins, you could cash it out no problem, and it wouldn't affect the ecosystem as much. This one here definitely has a little bit smaller liquidity pool at about 1.2K, so that's about $1,200. So basically, if anybody were to cash out, more than 600-800 bucks, it would drastically change that 0.07. So just understand it's something that is a long-term play. It's not something where you're going to immediately get something like right away. You won't be able to cash out a ton right away. So just know it's a great way to get our name out there. It's a great way to combine with another project and to help kind of get both of our names out there together, which is really what it is. It's a farming deal, for very much like we do with GP. So I say that just because of the fact that it's important that we always make sure that we're very transparent with everybody when it comes to these kind of things. A lot of people may not have understood how layered coins go. If you're not Ethereum or Bitcoin or something, each one of these, they're basically a secondary, third, or what have you on the chains. And so when you look at these kind of things, you just got to kind of pay attention to them. You'll kind of notice a difference as you look around. But we're super excited about it. I just want to make sure everybody, retweets what we've got inside the nest, so you can see it up there. It does indeed have us at the top of their page. You can see Grandpa Ape Country Club. You have Vayner Sports on there, Goblin Town, all that. But hey, it was nice for us to be the first ones on there. I thought that was pretty cool. Hope everybody else thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was pretty neat. So it's important to just is he on here? Where's he at?
Sales bot.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Let me invite him.
Damn, open picking up the heaters, bro. Let's go.
Heck yeah, he is. Let me invite Marcus up here real quick so he can say something about it. Maybe he wants to come say hi. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. I don't know. I reached out to a couple of them today. They said they couldn't make it on, so I'm not expecting anybody to come up. If they do, great. If not, no big deal. No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Man, that's a nice sales bot right there. I was actually thinking about picking that one up, but OpenMC is on a sniping spree, and he's just destroying things out there. So that's badass. Oh, here comes Marcus right here. Very good. Marcus, how are you? Welcome to the show. How are you today, sir?
Yo, what's happening, fam? I see a few familiar faces in the crowd.
There's a few of us
Vicky,
out here. I met you. I remember
Butler.
sitting next to you at NFT NYC at the dinner. If you remember, I was at the same table with you.
Probably not me. I'm an ambassador of the Bulls and Apes from
Okay, so I
Australia.
talked to
So
somebody who was on the team there, and there was three of them. I remember speaking with them back then, and we had dinner together, talked some crap. It was good stuff. It was a totally positive deal. So, hey, you know what? At least I was thinking of you in a, hey, you know what? I think I met you before, but maybe I didn't. I did meet some people from the project, though. How's your day? Tell us something. What you got?
no, good. It's amazing to see you guys. That BAP has reached out and tokenized the Grandpa Ape Country Club. You guys have been kicking it for a long time, man. I've made some really good friends through the project as well. So it's really cool to see. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of, obviously you invited me up, but the METH token is kind of a token of the ecosystem of the Bulls and Apes. A sort of a fun token, an in-game token that we use to accumulate assets of value. There are different ways that we use those tokens, be it in the Bulls and Apes ecosystem or in the slightly longer term play, which is the metaverse that they're creating with Weird Worlds. So their whole premise is to grow the pie, to not have to look at it as trying to eat from each other's pie and steal people from other communities. is to bring people on board, lift the tide of the whole Web3, and offer real value as well. So the Weird World's metaverse play is something which I'm super bullish on. It's going to allow communities to build out metaverse plays basically at a no-cost entry if you accumulate your METH tokens for even just holding your grandpa apes. So that's exciting, man. So you mentioned the liquidity pool. It's something that we sort of collectively removed funds from just of recent because we found more people were for those who know liquidity pools, the community basically fund that. They put METH in, they put ETH in, and they try to look at stabilizing the price and sort of making money on the buys and the sells. But there were more people selling at the moment because there's less sort of use cases available. But in about 2 weeks, when the Apes launch, the Apes are the second part of the Bulls and Apes project. They're going to allow people to basically use METH to acquire traits that they can take off on their apes, and they can sell those on secondary as well. So there's going to be a whole heap of use cases moving forward. And I think that liquidity pool might open back up because the demand will be so high. But it's just super cool to see that they're really recognizing quality communities like yourself, and just adding some extra utility for those who kept building in the bear market. So I'm super bullish on that. I think it's cool. It allows us to have a conversation with different communities without feeling like we're trying to do some backdoor deals or dodgy stuff. So yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here, and it's amazing to see that we're opening these conversations up again.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm glad to have you up here, and I appreciate you explaining that. I just, like I said, it's one thing that I started my whole crypto journey with, watching liquidity pools and these kind of things. So I'm very, very, very versed on these kind of coins, but not everybody out there is. I was a big part of a lot of those pumping coins that used to go down. I made some good profits on Kishu and some other ones like that, and when they were having their heyday. And so it's just there's a lot of people that jumped in the NFT game that may not have, or maybe skipped that altogether, right? Literally have just jumped right past the coins and just jumped right into the JPEGs because obviously it was something that they got excited about. So I think it's important to educate people on because here's the thing, and I'll just say once they start to get one, they start looking and say, oh, well, look at this one over here and look at that one over there. And it's just a nice way, like you said, low risk, and allows you to just get this by just holding. So that makes it kind of nice, right, Marcus?
For sure, man. And I just throw it out there as well. Like it's they've tokenized over 100 communities at the moment. So we've got a bit of experience now. Weekly, there's pretty much 15 to 20 communities that they're tokenizing, and the tokenomics of the METH token is designed to last about 2 to 3 years. So it is a means to an end, with the metaverse play being their main play, and trying to basically increase the value of the overall pie. But the use cases for METH, like to put it out there for people who might just look at it as a token or something that you could liquidate and get a little bit of ETH for, the real value is in the assets that you can acquire with the METH. So, I mean, I'm not suggesting that people, look to get an ape where they can use that METH and acquire assets and use those assets to sell if they want to make some liquid. But it would be a smarter play. And for the, because I respect you guys as well a lot. I know a lot of good community members. I see it as a really good way to collaborate with other communities. Like the Bulls and Apes, we have some really strong investors and some really strong collectors. And if it's seen that Grandpa Ape Country Club are being collaborative and sort of working together as such, a lot of bulls are going to come over and buy Grandpa Apes. Like that's what's going to happen. So like I see this as like something so different in the Web3 space, because everyone's always trying to be like me, us. Where we've seen really good response from people who have come in and gone, you know what, we're here too, we appreciate this. This is what we've been doing, we've been building. And then a lot of us will actually buy their assets because we see value in their community. And apes are coming up for us, so they're a relatively cheap entry, and they'll also allow you to use the METH token that you acquire from your assets, and you'll actually make more Ethereum that way versus just dumping it into, say, a quote unquote liquidity pool. So it's a really exciting time. It's just extra utility added to communities, and those who are smart about it, who see it as a chance to grow the pie collectively instead of trying to take slices of it, I think you're going to benefit the most. So it'd be awesome to see you guys bouncing in and out and sort of rocking your PFPs and stuff, but moving the whole space forward as well. I think that's going to be the best play.
I agree with you, and it makes a lot of sense. I love what you're saying about it. It's very transparent, very clear as to what you guys' purpose is and what the idea is, and I agree that it does do great things for both communities as well as other communities that might be involved in it too. So I think that it's a great way to expand not only your reach but Grandpa Ape Country Club and everybody else that's on there. So I think that's awesome, and obviously putting the exclamation point meth. I'm sorry, please forgive me. The hashtag meth. I'm thinking about Discord here. Hashtag meth out there. It would add with the hashtag GACC, MAC, hashtag all of those things, right? It just adds that reach. So as somebody were to go and look for that hashtag and look for, they would start seeing Grandpa 8 PFPs and those kind of things out there too, which just increases the reach. So it's a great thing. I'm super excited to be a part of it. I'm happy to be here and have you guys on stage and be able to discuss it a little bit. I did have Ficky NFT come up, so I'll have him say hello. How are you?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
My audio keeps running a little bit, but I'm just gonna share just a couple of things. Yeah, I was really excited to hear that
Okay.
GAC was one of the tokenized communities, and largely because you guys have such a great tight knit community. You're always active in Discord, and one of the real benefits that I think no one in the space really understands is there's no Friday night like a Grandpa Ape Friday night, and that's really one thing that I think other communities will really gravitate towards and understand as they learn more about the Grandpa Ape Country Club, and hopefully as the tokenization gets kicked into place, as everyone starts earning math, as the communities start learning about each other, it's one of the big points that we can get across to everyone that hey, it's a really strong Discord, really tight knit community. And it's really good people trying to learn more about the NFT space, engage more with other communities that are trying to grow the space, but also to find utility in each of the communities that are involved, in this ecosystem. So, if you're holding GACs, one of the best things you can do is go on the Bulls and Apes website and daily harvest. You're basically getting the METH token for free. You're harvesting it. You get multipliers after 7 consecutive days of harvesting, and essentially you're already holding your NFTs. You're already have them in your bag. You're just getting additional value out of them, and it's a token you can use in the Bulls and Ape ecosystem. So why not, right? Um, that was it. That's
Why
kind of
not?
all I wanted to share. Yeah.
I love it. Thanks for the context and the texture on that. It does help out to hear from you, Fiki. I did see you all excited in the greens earlier, so that was pumped up. I was good to see that. It's fun because if you have a Grandpa Ape and you're now part of the BAP tokenization, then you can kind of get double really because we have Grandpa points over here that you get for holding the Grandpas, and with our Grandpa points, you can get merch, custom PFPs, NFTs. You can get entry into games, all kinds of different things. So you're kind of getting double the utility now out of the Grandpa Ape Country Club because not only do you have a opportunity to get a different projects, NFT, and those kind of things, you also, for anybody who's a BAP holder, they can come in and they can also do I? Oh, hold on. Let me ask that in a second. Give me a second there, Lopez. But if you're holding that, you can always come in and get joined in on our Grandpa Ape, Grandpa points. We do have that. Anybody who's brand new to the Discord gets 250 to start with, and then we also have a daily claim. So every day that you claim and you get on a streak, you will add 1 GP to your daily claim. It starts at 5. and it moves all the way up every 30 days. So you can immediately get like 600 plus GP from just doing daily every day. So we're real used to the whole daily login and harvest, if you will. So I know that there'll be people that set their alarm for every day to go in, and they'll probably end up going to your side and to our side and claiming them at the same time. Wouldn't you agree, Marcus?
Yeah, 100%. No, I think the yeah, I haven't been doing that with you guys. Like I've got I'm looking to get some actually. I'm looking at the floor at the moment, just seeing if I can pick one or two up. Just because I like to get on board with some of the communities that we tokenize, and I think this is a great opportunity as well for just to grab a couple and be part of that. So, but yeah, it's super easy, man. Just jumping on the site, claiming, harvesting them from our side, the METH each day. Once so basically, as Vicky was saying, you claim for 7 days. You go from a level 1 to a level 2. So you earn 1 METH a day, then you earn 2 METH a day in level 2, and then when you get to level 3, you earn 3 METH a day. So you really want to harvest daily to get yourself accumulating the METH tokens to make the most of the assets that you hold. And then, yeah, using them ideally for assets in the future moving forward is going to be the best play. A long play, again, as I said, Weird Worlds is going to be amazing. Like we've already been told that the common worlds are going to be mintable with METH. So literally, if you just use the METH tokens, mint them, hold on to them, you'll be able to get yourself a couple of free plots or whatever it is in the metaverse play as well. So, but yeah, man, it's super exciting.
I
It's
love
great to
that.
see you guys. Great to
Hey, let
see
me
you
ask you
guys
one
on
more
board.
question real quick before we kind of go through the rest of our agenda here. But I did have a question on the greens, and they're kind of answering it. But just in case somebody's not on the greens, a lot of us have our grandpas in a ledger. How is that handled?
Yeah, so Bulls and Apes are really like security conscious. So they've actually come up with a system called Safe Claim. So what you can do is you can actually create a proxy wallet that actually speaks on your ledger's behalf to the website. So it's super intuitive, like super amazing technology that they've created for this sole purpose. It's a trust really for external communities. We know the founders and the team, etc. And but for those, you can jump on, create a proxy wallet, use SafeClaim and link it to your ledger. So that means that your proxy wallet harvests the METH every day. So you don't actually need to connect your ledger to the website.
Awesome. Okay. See, that makes it easy. As long as everybody can tell it's easy to do, it's going to be awesome. We're making sure that we add, the right assets inside the greens we did put up in the short game. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look, go look at the short game right there. They'll give you a little bit more information on it. And then, of course, there's a few pinned messages inside the greens that help you understand how to harvest the METH with the safe claim. So really excited about this. This is a great news for us today. Of course, it was a great news day for us anyway. We got a lot to cover. But Marcus, thank you so much for coming up here and spending the first 20 minutes just telling us how this all works, buddy.
Pleasure, man. I'll drop down to listening. I'll hang out in the space, man. It's amazing to see you guys on the list, and I'm sure we're going to be doing a lot more in the future. It's just cool, and it's cool to see some faces that I haven't really spoken to for a while either popping up. So,
Yeah.
hey to everyone, and yeah, let's roll.
Let's do it. I'm excited, man. Yeah, just the start of something amazing. This is pretty cool. So we're looking forward to it, and I think the community is really excited about it. And right now is a great time and a great entry point for GACC. So if you are looking for a new Grandpa Ape, there is definitely some heat all over the floor, and there's always fun to be had on the greens. He did bring up our Friday nights. I tell you right now, that Friday night is indeed one for the books all the time. We have a blowout spaces on Friday where we give away tons of NFTs and things every week. And all you have to do to get that is just hold our grandpa points, enter the raffle. And if you're in the raffle by the time spaces starts, we draw those. We give away out things every single week. And that's something we do there. And then once that's done, we take a 30-minute break so everybody can go get their beverages or whatever, get their party hats on. And then we start a DJ party on the greens in the VC. And what we do is just party until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. And we just get down. It is a lot of fun. A lot of people show up. And sometimes we have prizes. Sometimes we just have fun. It just depends. but I know this. He was not playing. It is definitely a great time. There's nothing like a Friday night at the Grandpa Ape Country Club. So I would invite everybody who can hear my voice either live or recorded. They come check us out on Friday because we do get down like nobody's business. Wouldn't you say, dude?
Oh yeah, like he said, ain't no Friday like a Grandpa Ape Friday for sure. Um, Tuesdays are cool too. Yeah, what's on Tuesdays?
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw who walked into the greens the other day. However, our very special humble warrior came into the greens, and she is our local GACC Yogi. That's right, GACC Yogi. That's right. GACC Yoga does start tomorrow, and it'll be starting on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will need to hold a GACC to be able to get into it. And so basically, what's going to happen is we're going to start yoga for an hour every Tuesday. So you guys can get some mindfulness. You can get some wellness for your life. You can get some stretching out, work those tendons, a little downward dog, whatever you want to call it. She is amazing. And let me tell you, it was her first time ever getting into Discord, first time ever connecting to a VC, all of that. She thinks she was on the grain saying hi, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, everybody's so nice and lovely. I love this. This is gonna be so much fun." She is so pumped for tomorrow night. So, if you have not had a chance to take a look at that, you will see it tomorrow. We'll put out a short game announcement in the morning to make sure that you guys know what's going on there, and we'll open up the room right at 7 p.m. so you guys can hop in there, and then she'll kind of take it from there. The first class, just so you guys understand, is going to be, obviously, she's going to kind of let you know what the advice is and how you should care for yourself and aftercare and those kind of things. And then she's also going to make sure that she kind of lets you guys know what's it going to be like, how strenuous it is, and what the expectation is. So, as this goes on, it's going to be a little bit uh, just more beginner to start, but as it progresses and people keep showing up, she's going to start having more advanced and more fun classes that are just a little bit more out there. So, the more you show up and the more yoga you get in, the better you're going to be. So, really excited to see Humble Warrior in the greens. She's really pumped up about it, and that is going to be an amazing time on Tuesday. So every Tuesday, we got GAC Yoga, and it will indeed be starting tomorrow. So that's a badass thing right there. Is that what you were asking for,
Yes,
dude?
sir. I'm actually looking forward to that, man. My bones hurt. I need some breath work. I need to chill the out, and yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow night. Let's go.
So you're actually going to go and
I
participate
am.
then?
I mean, I know that she's starting off slow, which is good because I haven't stretched in years. So as long as she's willing to go slow with us, yeah, we're good. Now,
Oh
if
yeah,
she starts going
she's a
into like
master.
whatever you said, downward dog and upward eagle and all that shit on first night, like I don't know, but
I tell you what, she is a professional, literally a professional yogi. This is not somebody who just does this from time to time. This is how she makes her living. It's 100% of what she does all the time. So when I say she's an actual pro, you've got an actual pro that's going to be doing this for you guys. So that's great. So we don't have any amateur stuff in there. We want to make sure everybody stays very safe. Make sure you do stretch before the yoga, just because you're going to need a little bit of that, just to make sure you're a little bit limber. We don't want anybody pulling any tendons or pulling any muscles or all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do warm up before you get in there, but be ready for a nice time. The only thing we do ask, and she'll probably cover it in there as we start this off, is just make sure you're muting your mic when you're in there. She's going to have some nice ambient music playing and those kind of things. So that way you guys can kind of get into the whole chi of it all, right? Because it's all about focus and just really being one with your soul and your spirituality, everything you got. It kind of works one with your body. So if you've ever been to yoga, you know that everything that is going on around you is kind of an important thing. So nice open room. If you have a yoga mat, that's it's great to have. Make sure it's nice and quiet in there for you so that you can actually get into that state of zen, and that'll help you to be able to get the most out of it. So really looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome. Something we did thinking outside the box. I mean, why not? Let's just think outside the box and do some things like this. So pretty neat stuff there, right? Also, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the announcement that we had on Friday and kind of what we're doing for that. Hold on, let me get a little tea here. I'm still kind of under the weather, guys. I'm on the tail end of it, but this travel that I keep doing, it doesn't help me to get over it, man. I'm telling you.
What kind of tea are you sipping on right now?
This is some chamomile tea with honey right now, and it's a Taylor's tea. I don't know if Taylor's tea is good or bad, but Marriott had it, and it's inside my room, so it was free. I'm all about it. I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm in Minneapolis right now, and it's cold outside, and it's warm in here, and this tea sure feels good, man. I'm telling you what. All right. So, had a really, really, really good meeting with Naro last night. The team and I, we sat down and started kind of breaking down the things that we put in the announcement on Friday and trying to make that as a reality. We're not skipping any beats. We are getting right on this stuff. We're not waiting at all. So we're starting to develop the lore, marketing materials, talking to Naro about maybe new artwork, new marketing materials for that, things that we can do from there. The nice thing about it is everything that we put in that announcement is going to come to fruition. So with the kittens and that kind of thing, we're right on this deal. We're running on it as fast as possible. So, maybe we don't have to worry about, like it said in there, no delay on the kittens. We can just make sure that we have all of these things in place. Obviously having lore with the grandpas is going to be neat. Now, here's the nice thing about that is we are bridging the past, the future, and even beyond kittens as we start looking at this. So you're going to see a lot of really cool things coming out of it, and it's going to give you wonder, some mystery, and it's also going to bring some more emphasis to our traits. And the other thing about it, when I say to the traits, talking about to the kitten traits, because those are pretty special. And we're going to make sure that those do happen to have some kind of story behind them and that they have a little bit of, I don't know, like I said, a little wonder to it, right? So we're really looking forward to that. And it's something that we are getting together and we're making sure that Naro's on board because obviously we want him to be able to draw these things, have the imagination. He loves lore. He obviously, as you know, he's all about the anime and those kind of things. So storytelling and that kind of stuff is a big deal. So making sure that we've got him on board on that is a really important thing. And he's pretty damn excited about it. So really, really positive meeting last night with him. And I gotta tell you, there's going to be some really cool stuff that comes out of this. We want to make sure that this goes off strong without a hitch. So really, really cool stuff to come for you guys on that. As we get it completely built with him and make sure that he's happy with what's going on, we're going to continue to talk to EC about it and kind of move that down the road. But it is definitely an undertaking and something we're not taking lightly whatsoever. We're definitely jumping right on this grenade, and we're going to make sure that we have it completely contained before we go ahead and blow those kittens out the door. So, that's just something to look forward to. Pretty excited about that. Dude, you were in that call. What'd you
Man,
think?
yeah, what he's conceptualizing is just incredible. I love the lore, the artwork, even just the little previews that is back and forth that we're looking at. They're already great. So by the time they're all done and ready, they're just going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Did I, Rogue?
Sorry, bro. I was coughing over here trying to clear my throat, bro. You know what I mean?
Did you
Man.
die?
I died for a second there. I was like, man, it just like, get the little tinge in the back of your throat, and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to sit here and cough. I'm going to get better. I promise you, it's coming. As a matter of fact, I did not go to dinner tonight on purpose because I thought, man, if I go to dinner after this right here, I'll be out till 9:30, 10. It's just going to, I need to get rest. So I'm definitely trying to get that rest. So yeah. Yeah. So please forgive me for that there momentary mute there. I had to do it. It just had to happen. I didn't want to cough in like everybody's ear. So, hey, that's what happens. All right. So, man, we got a lot more to go over
But
here.
wait,
Make sure you're
there's
checking.
more.
Well, but wait, there's more.
If you liked what
That's
we had
correct.
for Tuesday, what's going on Wednesday, bruh?
What we had, you're right. So we did talk about what we were going to be doing on Monday, and we had a little issue with our GAC lotto, so we're working it out. Obviously, coding is a pain in the neck sometimes, and we just want to make sure that it's right and accurate before we start launching that lotto that we talked about on Friday. So we do have it going live Wednesday. So I thought it was going to go today, but we did find something we needed to fix on there, and so we're going to make sure that it's perfect before we send it out. So it will be live Wednesday. You will have to spend 150 GP to get into the lotto. Now, that's just for one ticket. Just like any other lottery, you can have more than one ticket. You can get as many as you want, just like any other lottery. So for every 150 GP you spend, you will get a lottery ticket, and that'll have 5 numbers. And then those 5 numbers will be drawn on every Friday as part of our GACC spaces, and that's going to be pretty damn amazing because not only are we going to be doing raffles, then we're going to draw the GACC lottery, and then boom, somebody's going to win, or maybe not, right? If they win, great. If they don't, no big deal. It just rolls over to the next week, and it kind of goes from there. So what's going to happen is we are going to put point one to start as the goal. So right off the bat, if somebody wins, they're going to win point one, and they're going to get a piece of merch, right, as well. So we'll have a piece of merch and point one for the first, right? And if nobody wins, it'll move up to the next week, and then we'll add point one to it, and then we'll add another piece of merch, right? And that's how we're going to rock this first one. And we've got it set up to where we can kind of do it a couple different ways. So the prizes may shift, the ETH may shift. It might be grandpa points one week. It might be ETH one week. It might be, you never know. But here's the fun thing about it is, again, there is odds to this. So if you don't win, nobody wins. It just carries over, right? And then it's up to us as a community to blow this thing up on Twitter when it starts to get a little bit of rollover and we start getting a pretty good amount up there. Because, hey, there's going to be enough up there. You might just be able to sweep something here and there if you happen to keep it up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we are really, really excited about this. It was a great idea that came from the executive committee and something that we've been working on for a while. It's a lot harder than you think to code something like this and make it go right and just make sure everything's good. Shout out Cartoon for being such a badass on that. Obviously he's got a lot of different code inside the Discord, and this is just another wonderful piece that's going to help add just a little bit more utility to the grandpa points because, hey, now if you win the lottery, you win ETH, right? Maybe you win some merch. Hey, maybe we're not giving away ETH. You just get a bunch of GP for the week. Who knows what we're going to do? But I know this. We will be able to be flexible with what we put in there. And every week, we'll just keep adding it up until somebody wins. So if you have a ton of GP, just like the Squares game, you can buy as many tickets as you want. And I'm not sure what the odds are. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it out loud just in case I'm wrong, because if it was to say 500 to 1, if you were to buy 500 of them, then more than likely, guess what? You're going to win, right? But I digress. 150 GP to get you into the GAC lottery, and that's going to be amazing. So we're looking forward to that. It will go live on Wednesday. We will add a short game announcement, so you can take a look at that. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Lottos are the shit.
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. I mean, could you imagine if it rolls over and just rolls over for 10, 11, 12 weeks? I could get over an ETH. It'd be good.
I would like to see that. I really would. I think it would be great if it went like 5, 6, 7 weeks. Just that alone would be like, wow, did you see the grandpa lottery? Do you know that if you put 150, you could win this? Like, that'll get some excitement from people, not only from our community. However, that will be a lot of fun for outside communities to come in and partake in that. Because as you know, if you join our Discord and you have not enrolled in Grandpa Points and you're brand new, you get 250 GP for just kicking it with us. Just show up. Don't have to buy nothing. Don't got to do nothing. Just come in and say, hey, hi, how you doing? And all of a sudden, boom, 250 GP. And that'll get you enough to have, let's see here, not quite two. You could do the raffle, or you could do the lottery, or you could play a parlay, or maybe you could do a squares game, or any of the other million things that we're thinking about having for GP. So, just another way to utilize that GP to benefit all of the community and have some fun while we're doing it. So, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It really is. And Bo Cephas is going nuts inside the greens. I love it. Good to see you, Vosifus. Good to see you. Make sure you are checking out your daily streak multiplier. I am back on a streak. I'm not losing it this time. I've got alarms set. That's right. I'm not going to miss it. That's correct. All right. Next up, we do have, if you have not taken a look yet, I think there's 21 squares left on the GACC Super Bowl squares board. So if you happen to write, I don't know, or you pay attention to like, I don't know, anything that's going on, and you're saying, hey, you know what, I like Super Bowl, I like this kind of thing, and you want to go in there and hey, get a part of this deal, all you gotta do is go in there and say, hey, you know what, I want to buy a Grandpa Ape, buy a Grandpa Ape, and go in there and type in, what is it, claim square, buy square inside of there, and then you put your GAC, and then you'll actually get one. And therefore, we have 21 squares left, I believe. I think it was 22, but I think OpenMC just bought one, so it might be 21 left. So it's going to close here soon. The good thing about that is somebody's going to win a custom PFP merch. Somebody's going to win 1,000 GP per quarter. Somebody's going to win some custom PFP animations. And somebody is going to win an other deed. That's right. An other deed from that. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you looked at the floor price on those right now. It's about 1.4. And if you look at ETH at about 1,600, that's a hell of a haul for a free GP, right? I got 8 reserved though, right? That's correct. We keep giving one away every week. We've already given away 2. That's correct. We've got 8 more to go. And if you think about it, we got a little bit of time before that comes. So there'll be more contests to get some of those out there. So those are off the table, Lopez. You got to win those. Those are for fun. Those are for fun. Yeah.
And it's not just one other D, but it's 2 other Ds, yeah? There's 2 squares games you got going on?
Yes. We do have the toy board that is also available. So if you have a GAC toy, you are instantly entered into the toy board game. And therefore, if you were to do that, you could also win custom PFP merch, animations, 1,000 GP per quarter. And we have an other deed right there on that board, too. So not only one, but 2 other deeds being given away on the big game, which is a pretty badass deal. So I mean, think about it. I think what are they going for right now? $2,300 as a floor price. That's like $5,000. Just imagine if you won both. That would be crazy, right? Just imagine if you had the same numbers on both of them. I mean, literally,
That
that would
would
be
be
just a
nuts,
nuts.
actually. I didn't think about that. Somebody actually can do that, can't they?
Yeah, they really could. Now, obviously, we do pick the numbers randomly. So, but here's what I know: it is completely possible. If you won both, dude, what would you do? Would you?
Uh, you want me to be honest?
Yeah, tell me.
I'd sell them right away and I'd buy Grandpa's.
It's probably not a bad idea. I think there's quite a few of us out there that would do that. That's for sure. I really think there'd be a lot of people that do that. I mean, I've already heard a few people say that, but that's okay. We don't mind that. It's there for you guys. Whatever you decide to do with it, it's up to you. If you want to develop it, keep it, hold it, hodl it, sell it, whatever, that's on you. Looking forward to whoever the winner is. It's going to be exciting. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. Both of those are still open today. There are still toys that are available. You can pick them up in the GAC Toys V1. If you go to the official links, you can find those there. Just pick yourself up a toy and you become part of everything that happens with toys as you go forward, because the toys themselves will continue to have some great utility as we move down the road. Being that there's 100 of them, you know right away that there is definitely going to be squares for a lot of different sporting events throughout the year. So there's a good way to make sure that you already entered into that no matter what you do. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. So if you have not, that's right, if you have not bought a GAC toy, go get one. And if you want to get into the big game and you haven't bought a GAC, go get one. And then all you got to do is just claim it, get in there, and you're in it to win it. And then, hey, my team's not in the Super Bowl, so I wasn't going to watch it. But hey, if I know there's some numbers on it, I might just start paying attention to that bad boy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. So good stuff there. All right. Let's do this real quick. We got quite a few people in here. Let me say hi to everybody. We got Corner Man Boxing in the house, Albin Projects, Large Bags, Joshua, Boff Diggy, Crypto Dog, what's up? Chris Sahu, Mad at Daddy, Lost and Found. Good to see you there. Coosing Orange, what's up, man? Got In Progress. Mebs is in the house. Mr. E, Shorty, Amar's in the house. Cooter Pie's kicking it. Hikaru's always around. Ozzy Agent, always looking forward to seeing him around. Bo, Cephas, the man, the myth, the legend is in here as well. Crazy Token is in here too. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. JL2 Tech, shout out Bulls and Apes Project. I see you there. K Koru DZ, good to see you, my J&J fam. Gotta love that. Bad Juju, long time no see, Bad Juju. How you doing, man? Slap Nuts, Fiki NFT, Nick Fitz 9954. We definitely got to love the crazy Russian.eth because he's got that beautiful bat right there. And then you got Jacob Chillin, Mr. Ragey, Stephen Beagle, Dante the Man Weaver, the sniper himself, Mr. Open MC, Cartoon, the badass white hat, white shirt glitchy that he has been rocking is so fire. Good job for you having that one. Studio Dark, good to see you. And dude, where's my cat with the OGPFP? You switched it up, man. I love it. And you always get that little guy up there, man. That's badass. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's my guy.
Shout
That's
out
my guy.
everybody.
Now you mentioned Dante. Dante, I think is Dante the one that's up to 20 something in the streak in the daily?
Yes, Dante has an insane streak for his GP. He is. I'm so jealous. I saw it. I was like, wow, you're flexing over here. I see you, Dante. Okay, he's got it figured out. He ain't gonna miss out on this GP. He's trying to get down on it. So shout out Dante for kicking some ass on that. I ain't gonna lie. I kicked my own ass when I missed my daily last week. You have no idea. Every time I log in and hit daily again, I just get sad. I'm like, how did I screw this up? Right? Literally, how did I do that? But never again. I'm going to make sure that I stay on top of the claiming. Oh, look, same here. Cornerman Boxing has a badass streak, it sounds like. All right. Cornerman's not afraid. He's out here doing it. He's always in there. I appreciate that. He's always in like a lot of different things. We had a badass set of Grandpa Rumbles the other night, too, in case you guys didn't see that. Every Sunday night, we got Grandpa Rumbles going on. So that's pretty cool. If you weren't there, you better hop on. You know what I mean? Better hop on. Let's see here. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Next up, we did open the raffle. So if you have not gotten into the raffle, now is your chance. The raffle is open for 175 GP. You can get into it right now. All you have to do is go to the GP raffle, get in there, hit join raffle, and you can get your name on the spin wheel that we will be spinning on Friday. And that is going to make sure, let me make sure I get mine in there. Boom, there's mine. And that'll make sure that you get a chance to win some amazing prizes and think, look, everybody getting in there, getting the raffle going. I love seeing it. Love to see it. So this weekend, what are we going to be giving away on that? Let's see here. Well, I mean, we did pretty good last week. I think we had 56, I think was the record, right, dude? Is that what we came
Yes,
with? Claim the
sir.
record?
54, and we did
Okay.
it again with
Yeah.
56.
I'm in on that. So I'm thinking we're going to have 50 people. So as long as we have 50 people, we're going to give away what I'm about to say. But if we don't hit 50 people, I'm going to pull one of these things away because we try to make sure we do one prize for 10 people that are in there. So, you always have a pretty good chance of getting in there. And of course, if you get selected, that turns away. And then you got a better chance of winning the next time. So we will be drawing 2 merch items to start this weekend. We'll be drawing 2 M1 serums to start. And then we will move on to an M2 serum after that. And then the final prize will be a GACC NFT square that will get you one of those reserved squares that I was just talking about, where you could win an other deed from the Super Bowl competition. So just for getting in on the 175, you could win a square that gets you into the game. And with that one square could very possibly win you an other deed and put 2,300 simoleons in your pocket if you were to liquidate it right away, or give you a nice blue chip NFT that you can sit inside your wallet and stare at, put on your wall, develop. Who knows what you want to do with it? But we are definitely excited to make sure that's available for you. So the raffle's live. You can get in there right now, and it'll be running all the way up until Friday. We do cut that off right before Spaces, so that way we can make sure that there is only so many. Oh my gosh, look at that sweep we just had. 1, 2, 3. Oh my, wow. all kinds of sweeping going on today. That is badass. Those mats look great. Shout out to everybody out there who's bought a grandpa today, bought a mat today. We appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing, and I love to see it. So it's good stuff there. Next up, we have changed our trait of the week. You guys already know we do a trait of the week. And what that does for you is if you were to happen to buy a GACC or a MAC and it were to have this trait, you get an extra 100 GP on top of all the other little bonuses that we have going on. But just for that, you get a 100 GP for buying the trade of the week. And that trade of the week on the MAC or GACC 4, M1 or M2, doesn't matter, is a tan fur. So if you buy a tan fur, and I don't know, but I might be looking at a couple of them that could be on the floor right now. Let me take a look and make sure there's, oh, well, I'll be damned. There is 3 of them right there on the floor. So you could get immediately 100 GP, which will help you to get into the lottery. Wow, look at that. And at 0.108, if you were to win the lottery, you get your money back. Stop the madness, dude. Stop it.
That would be magic.
We've been known to do a little bit of magic
We
around here
have.
before. Yeah, I think so. And I think there's been a few people who have actually called their shot, and that was pretty magical too, right? I think that's happened a few times.
I've seen it. I've seen it a few times.
I think it. I tell you, good stuff. Oh man, did you see that zombie that's on the floor right now? Oh my gosh, 3249. Look at that. Woo! Sorry, I got sidetracked because I was sitting there staring at the floor. I get excited about these things. I love me some grandpas. Love me some grandpas. There's tan furs everywhere. That's correct. Love it. All right. So let me go ahead and kind of walk back through this and we will recap everything we are rocking today. So again, really, really, really pumped to be part of the Bulls and Apes Project tokenization. Shout out to the Bulls and Apes Project for being kick ass on that. That will go live tomorrow. So you'll be able to start claiming your METH token in there. You got to keep on that streak though. If you want to add it up, it's important that you do so because it takes a little bit of time to get that thing to build, right? So pretty good stuff there. Next off, we are working on the lore and the marketing materials and working with Naro to make sure that we have some brand new artwork for what we're looking at in the future, moving past the kittens, even talking about the past and how the grandpa started and how everything kind of worked. So that's going to be a lot of fun for us there. And it's going to bring a little bit more power to our traits that we have on the kittens. So that'll be a lot fun. Looking forward to making sure that those things come off like a hitch. Everybody enjoys it. It's going to be pretty good. And then, of course, you already know that Daily Street Multiplier. Don't miss out on that thing, right? We do have the GP redemptions open, so you can get in there and redeem your grandpa points at this time for any of the new prizes that you would like. And that's everything from a grandpa ape to Yeti to phone case, t-shirt, mug, ape count bot, custom posters, tumblers, pop sockets, koozies, poker chips, keychains, sticker packs. All of that is available with just GP. So that's pretty cool to see. All you got to do is go to the GP Prize Redemptions and redeem your GP, and we will get that out to you as soon as possible so you're ready to rock. We are looking forward to that Super Bowl. We do have the promotion coming up for the big game. It is actually just a couple weeks away, so that's going to be badass. And we do have the Super Bowl squares that are still available, around 20 to 21 squares left, so it's going to close up pretty quickly. And then I said the trade of the week is the tan fur, but do not forget to make sure you get into that raffle. I don't want to hear anybody say on Friday, because I still take care of you, but it's kind of a pain in the neck for me to do on the fly. But if you want to get into it right away, right? Go in there, right? Make sure you do that because that raffle is important. And if you miss out, it's going to cut you off and you won't be able to get in there. And if I don't see your name on there, if I'm in the middle of doing something else and we're already drawing, you might even miss out on a couple draws. So make sure you put your name in there on that one. Man, I think we covered it all, dude, didn't we?
Got it.
Man, how great is that? Do you have any final last words before we get up out of here?
Ain't no Friday like a Grandpa Ape Friday. See y'all Friday.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You heard it here. You heard it here. Ficky NFT said it. I'm saying it. Dude's saying it. We're looking forward to a huge Friday this weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun this week with everything we got going on. It is going to be incredible to keep this train a rolling. Bulls and Ape Project got us tokenized. We got Grandpa Points going crazy. We're giving away other deeds for playing with us. We've got DJ parties on Friday, GACC Yoga tomorrow. We've got so much going on at the Grandpa Ape Country Club. It is a great time and a great entry. Jump up on the greens and have some fun with all the grandpas and everything we do. Looking forward to a great week. Thank you for joining us. This has been a GAC Spaces with your GAC team, and we will see you on the greens. Love you. Bye.